Reincarnation of a king long gone, the highest enlightened nigga sitting on top of the sun.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? What is good in the hood? It's your boy Danny, aka King Bub, and we are here, yes, with week 1 of the NPA season 4, and we are here against IronBoffin and his Rochester Rhydons. Yeah, last season he went by a different name, so that's the name I kind of remember him by, but we're gonna go by his name now, you know, because names change and all that good stuff. But we are here in week 1, and I'm sorry for it being up late, guys. I have some difficulties recording my stuff, so I had to kind of push it aside because it was really late and I was having some trouble, so I kind of had to do it Saturday night, recorded Saturday night instead of Sunday night. So this one's gonna be up a little late, but week 2 should be up on time for sure. And this match is not gonna be live either because I'm having some problems with my capture card thingy-majig. I got a new computer. I need to download the software on my new computer, but I can't find the code that they give you to download all that stuff. So sadly, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit to get that out of the way. But when we are finally get that, I'm gonna try to do them live as much as I can, alright? Because live battles are pretty cool, and I think they're pretty entertaining. So here we are, week 1. I didn't do a team builder either, so I'm kind of gonna go quick through his team and the team I brought. So if you actually look at the screen right now, you see an overlay and you see 6 mons. Those are the 6 mons I'm bringing this week. Overlay made by Bill Standish, really cool dude, amazing overlay, amazing GFX. I'm sure you guys have heard of Bill by now. He's P4G champion, all that good stuff, so give a shout out to him. He's a cool dude, and he made this nice ass overlay for us. So we're gonna change this each week depending on the 6 months that we bring. So this week we are bringing Greninja, Megalopony, Suicune, Metagross, Aldino, and Palossand. So here we are looking at this team. Before we get into it, thank you for Gypsy King to helping me build this week. And thank you to my boy Dan, who else helped me. There's some other people that helped me and do some mock battles. So thank you for that. That was pretty helpful. But if we look at IronBoffin's team right now, he has the chance of bringing Terrakion, Sylveon, Spiritomb, Blastoise, Victory Bell, Sandslash, Blaziken, Megalodios, Tornadus Incarnate, Magnezone, and Tauros. So I kind of put in an order of what I thought he'll kind of bring. So I definitely think he's going to bring the top 4 because they're actually pretty good against my team. Terrakion can actually really destroy my team. Once Palossand is gone, it just can destroy my team. So let me kind of go quick through this so you guys kind of know. I'm going to try to remember the sets I had on each mom because I haven't rewatched this battle at all. Haven't re-looked at my sets or anything like that. And yeah, so yeah, whatever. So he could bring I'm thinking he's gonna bring Terrakion, Sylveon, Spiritomb, Blastoise for sure. And then the other 3, it could be Victory Bell because Victory Bell can be kind of annoying. It can soak up Toxic Spikes, which is one of my plans for this week. He could bring Sandslash because Sandslash is actually really good against my team, and offensive Sandslash is pretty good. With Sandstorm, Sandrush, and Azimu, it's actually pretty baller. So that could come. Blaziken is pretty scary also. And then we have the 3rd row, which is mons that could come. Megalodios is always a scary mon. I don't see it coming as much, but it could come. Tornadus, Magnezone could come in, and Tauros I really don't think will come. So those are the 6. The mons that he can possibly bring. We have Greninja. Our Greninja is Life Orb mixed, so it's physical and special with Gunk Shot, Night Flash, Toxic Spikes, and then so yeah, that's what we have. So the reason I have Night Slash just in case his Latios starts to calm mine up, it can't beat us 1v1, so it's pretty cool. We got Megalopony here, Adamant, because my Megalopony is fast enough to outspeed everything on his team without having to be Jolly, so it's pretty cool. I believe I got Return, Fake Out, Drain Punch, and Encore. So Encore is there so I can Encore the Megalodios in case it's setting up on me. I can Encore that. Pretty cool. Awesome. Then we got Suicune, just a bulky Suicune with Protect, Calm Mind, Substitute, and Scald, I do believe. So it's kind of to take advantage of Toxic Spikes. If we can kind of Calm Mind, Protect, and Sub, I know it's a douchey way to go through it, but we can set up those spikes and kind of whittle down his team with that. Then we got Metagross, Assault Vest here, kind of take on Sylveon. He can actually do a lot of damage to his team. with Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, Hammer Arm, and Pursuit, in case we need to pursue that Latios, Mega Latios. Audino is bulky to take on Magnezone and Tornadus, and depending on the sets of Latios, also can take on Victory Bell. Depending on the sets of Spiritomb, can take on Blastoise, can take on Sylveon. So it's pretty good. It's a Wish passer this week because it does get Regenerator, so we can just Wish and then switch out and give health to our team like Metagross, so it's kind of important into Suicune and things like that. And then we have Palossand. It's just really defensively bulky to take on Terrakion, certain sets of Blaziken, and Tauros. So that's pretty much it. It can actually take some HP Ices from Magnezone also, so that's pretty awesome. And that's pretty much the team. So I'm gonna move his, let me move his team out the way so we can go on the screen and see what he actually brought. So we can actually see that he brought Sylveon, Magnezone, Blastoise, Mega Latios, Blaziken, and Sandslash. So Mega Latios was the one I didn't think he was gonna bring, but he still brought it. But the other 5 are pretty much spot on, so not too bad, not too bad. And it's a pretty scary team because Blastoise can be really annoying. We just gotta play well around this whole team, and then I think we should be able to do some solid work. And before we get into it, thank you for Goffis. He's also in the NPA. He's one of the coaches of Southampton Sharpedos, I believe. I believe that's his team name. He actually gen me the team and recorded this battle for me. Like I said, I couldn't get my capture card stuff to work, so he helped me out with that. Pretty awesome dude. Thank you for that. And let's get into it. So like I said, I got my 6 right there. He got his 6, and I believe I do lead with Greninja, and I think he leads with Sylveon. So let's get started. So we had this battle. I forgot what day we had this battle, but I just came back from work. I was really tired, and I was hoping I'll be able to play through the tiredness. I had like 3 hours of sleep, and I was hoping I could focus. But this is my first game back, so I could be a little rusty, but hopefully not. Actually, no. I started off with Lopunny. I forgot I did start off with Lopunny. I believe I should fake out here against the Sylveon. Just to get some damage and kind of see what type of Sylveon it is. So we are going to see Heartbreaker Mega Evolve here, and just fake out. So I pretty much had to make sure that I played pretty well in the beginning of the game because, like I said, this is my first game back. I haven't played Mons in a little while, so I had to try to not be rusty, and we're going against a really good opponent, so it's gonna be hard to kind of not be rusty when we're going against someone who's really good. But here I switch into my Metagross after some damage from Fake Out, and he does a really good play, and he goes up for Shadow Ball. So turn 1 read, pretty awesome read. I was about to go into Audino, and obviously Audino would have been immune to that. But I didn't, and it sucks because I did take a good chunk of damage on my Metagross, but it's alright because later on you'll see that the damage actually really does not matter. So here I just went straight for the Meteor Mash, just kind of see, I didn't want to make any plays, just kind of see what he's going to go for. I had a feeling he'll go into Blastoise, and that does a decent chunk. But it is a really bulky Blastoise with leftovers. So this thing right away I knew was going to be really annoying. I don't have a lot of good things to kind of whittle it down. Suicune really can't do much. Audino can't do much, especially if we get burned right here. Let's see if this Scald burns us, and if it does burn us. So I didn't say Audino actually has Double Edge, which is pretty cool. It's supposed to be a move that does enough chip damage to Mega Latios, so what's it called? So Mega Lopunny can come in and revenge kill it, so it's a pretty cool set. But Audino's really here just to set wishes in the air and kind of pass it around our team. So he goes into Sylveon. I do believe I go for a Wish, and this time I do believe I just go back into Metagross. I kind of wish I had Toxic on this thing, because Toxicing this Sylveon really could have been clutch, but we didn't have Toxic, so it happens. Just trying to get back into the way of Mons, which is pretty cool, but our plan is just to whittle down that Blastoise, drop some of the health on Sandslash also, because Lopunny and Greninja can just really destroy this team once we break down his walls a little bit. So we have to chip away a Sylveon, Blastoise, and Sandslash pretty much, and then we can actually pretty much win this. So I do patch this Wish onto Metagross, and he does a great play. I had a feeling he might do that, but I just wanted to get my Metagross healthy, and we do have Suicune that can pretty much take any hit from this Blaziken. So I wasn't too scared of it. I was expecting either a Scarf Blaziken or a Scarf Magnezone or both. That could definitely work. But so right now I don't know much about it. All he did was Flare Bits. That did do Scarf damage, so I wasn't sure. It could have been Scarf, could have been anything else, Z-move, anything like that. But I believe here I do go switch. Oh, I switched into Greninja. Sweet. So I switched into Greninja, and I believe I'm gonna go for a Night Slash, I do believe. Or I might just switch out, because I didn't want my Greninja to get, oh no, okay, that's what I do. Yes, I forget. Totally forget. So I go for my Toxic Spikes, because I did want to get some, toxic damage on them, but Blastoise is a spinner, and this was kind of a waste of a turn, because I got my Greninja Toxic for no reason, even though, you know, Greninja is not supposed to be a Pokemon. With Life Orb and Toxic, I don't really want to have that on Greninja, because I do want to head out as much hits as possible. But here I'm going to switch into my Palossand, because I had a feeling he was going to spin, which, again, this was just a dumb turn, because it literally led to nothing. So I'm going to set up Toxic Spikes and Rocks here. He's just going to hit us with a Scald and do a good chunk of damage. And wasted turn. So this kind of shows like the rustiness of me not playing for a while, because this literally led to nothing. All it did was led to Greninja getting Toxic and Palossand losing a lot of health from Scald. So I don't know. It was kind of a dumb turn, because he has no reason to switch out here at all. And I still do need my Palossand just in case I can put up Rocks later in the match if Blastoise is gone. And also just in case, so his Magnezone can't just Volt-Switch around my team like easily. But he goes for Scald again. No reason not to go for Scald. We don't get burned on our Coon. We get some leftover recovery. And that's, I don't know, not so much going on here. But I do go for Sub. He goes for Razor Spin to get rid of Toxic Spikes and Rocks. So like I said, that was a waste of a turn. Palossand lost a lot of health. Greninja got Toxic, and I had to sub up with Coon. And I totally forget here, once again, gonna show up my rustiness for not playing Mons for a while. I totally forgot that Blastoise gets Roar. So I go for Calm Mind. I lose health from the substitute, and I pretty much just let myself to nothing. Once again. So these are like wastes of what, 3 or 4 turns, and I hurt my own team by itself pretty much. So I don't know, that was kind of dumb of myself. To what the plays I did right there literally led to nothing and just whittling my team down without him even having to do much. So I was kind of on the back foot right here, and it was nothing to do with him. That's all my fault. So I go into Audino here just because it's a really bulky wall, and the only thing can really take pretty much hit from this Blastoise, because we don't want Palossand to take a hit because it's gonna die. Metagross, we don't want it to get burned. Lopunny, we don't want to get burned, and Greninja, I don't want to get burned either, because like I said, it's mixed. So I need that physical attack to hit Sylveon and pretty much everything in Latios and things like that. But here I go for Double Edge to try to get some damage on this Blastoise, but we're burned, so it's not gonna do anything, and he switches into Magnezone. So yeah, that's not good. Here I do believe I wish, or I just go straight into Palossand. I forget. I think I wish. It will make sense if I wish, because this is my wall to Magnezone. And that Flash Cannon did a lot, and we get a Spadef drop, which didn't really matter because he can just kill us with another one, so it didn't really matter. Really doesn't matter. Man, this is going pretty slow. Let me see if I can somehow speed it up. I don't want to mess anything up though. Let me see. No, we're gonna have to live. So this is a pretty long match because we do both have kind of like a bulky team. So it is kind of a long of a match, but hopefully you can get through it. But I go into Palossand. I don't know why. I thought I could take a hit for some reason, and I dropped. So kind of sucks. But now I have to go into Lopunny and try to get a kill. Not a kill. I knew he wouldn't keep his Magnezone in. It would be kind of dumb if he kept it in. But I'm gonna go for Drain Punch just in case he does keep it in. And I do believe here he goes into Sand Slash, which we do get some decently nice chip onto it. Not too bad. I believe here we stay in and go for Drain Punch again. I think that's what we go for. Yeah, I know. I go for return just to do a little bit more damage. I was thinking he was gonna go for rocks, and he actually goes for Super Fang. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't even know this thing learned Super Fang. So that's pretty interesting. I didn't know that. But another return should kill. So I just wanted to get rid of the Sand Slash. Another wall that could come in the way of my Lopunny. So I just wanted to get rid of it. Went for Drain Punch. I don't know why. Should have went for return. I believe return would have killed. But he goes for rocks here, and now that kind of sucks. Kind of sucks, not really, because nothing's weak to rocks on my team, but that's gonna chip away at Coon, and it's gonna chip away at Greninja, which is already toxic, and I have Life Orb. So with rocks, toxic, and Life Orb, I'm gonna kind of just be whittled away. But I probably should have clicked return. I believe that should have return would have killed from the range Sand Slash was in, so I don't know why I didn't click it. Here he goes into Sylveon. Against my Lopunny. I need my Lopunny. Lopunny and Greninja is the only way I'm going to win this game, and Metagross because I do need to get some damage. But I go straight into Aldino here. He goes for Hyper Voice, and I believe this should be able to two-shot me. Yep, definitely. Sylveon is very, very strong. Very bulky, very strong. I should have just went Metagross there. I was thinking he was going to go for Shadow Ball, so I went to Aldino, but I can easily switch out of Aldino and get some regenerator health, so I do believe I go into Metagross here because I do want to keep my Aldino just in case I need it. And I believe he goes for another Hyper Voice here. So we'll see. Hyper Voice, bam. And it does nothing to Metagross because we are Steel type and we are Assault Vest, so we're pretty bulky. Metagross actually put in a lot of work this week, but that Blastoise was just really annoying. So I normally, before I switched to Pursuit, I actually had Thunder Punch, and I kind of regret not keeping Thunder Punch. But here I double switch into my Lopunny because I had a feeling he was going to go into his Blastoise or he was going to go for Shadow Ball, either one of the two. It was a win-win situation for me. I didn't think he would think I was going to go into Lopunny, so I didn't think he would click Hyper Voice again. And I just needed to kind of get some offensive moves because I am not doing anything to Sylveon and Blastoise, and those are the two things that I need to take down, which I haven't done anything to. So I was just trying to get some offensive momentum right there, but I really couldn't do much because I didn't want my my Lopunny to get burned. I couldn't risk that thing getting burned because that's the only way I'm gonna win Greninja and Lopunny. Like I said, I have to win with my offense that's left because Aldino's pretty weakened. Suicune is, I think, still in a decent amount of health, but I want to keep it healthy for Blaziken because then Blaziken, if it's Scarf, it can just destroy my whole team. So it's kind of bad. So I go into Coon here. Again, only thing that can really take on this Blastoise because Aldino is already a really low health. I just wanted to get some regenerator health. Hopefully it could do something like that. And here, instead of me going for sub, I believe I should go for Scald, trying to get a burn so I can neglect that leftovers that this Blastoise is getting. And he makes a smart play. He knew I wasn't gonna go for substitute because he already showed a roar, and he goes for toxic. So now my Coon is toxic too. So this Blastoise is really putting a lot of work towards my team. And because I couldn't get it whittled enough, so I was thinking instead of Encore I was gonna put Facade on my Lopunny, but we decided to go with Encore, which truthfully made some pretty good sense. But I kind of regret not having Facade because if I had Facade I would have just went for return on this Blastoise, and if I got burned I could just click Facade, and that would have been really nice. I know Drain Punch would have been weaker, but I would have been fine with that. But he switches into his Magnezone here, which actually really good for me because I got the chip damage I needed on this Magnezone, so I can hit Magnezone with a Hammer Arm if I ever get the chance with Metagross to hit Magnezone with a Hammer Arm. So here I'm gonna go into Aldino, and I believe I'm just pretty much sacking it here because it's really weak, and he goes for Volt Switch. I think this kills. I believe this does kill, yeah. So Aldino goes down. Aldino didn't do much really, besides it gave Metagross some more health that I actually really did need, so I guess it did something, I don't know. I should have clicked Heal Bell so I could have gave Greninja some more health because I wouldn't have Toxic. But here I'm gonna go into my Greninja. I'm just like, I can't really do much besides this. And I do believe I should go for Night Slash, yeah. I'm hoping I could try to get a crit, and if he goes for Scald, well, I can't get burned, so that's fine. But he actually goes for Roar, which I was fine with, because I didn't really mind it, and then he switches into Lopunny, which is the best thing he could have switched me to, because now I gotta try to hit 2 returns and hopefully kill this thing. I believe I do go fake out then return, and I think, I'm not sure about how the roll was. I forget how bulky the Blastoise was, but we were adamant, so I'm not sure if the roll was in my favor or his favor. But I go for fake out here, and then I believe I go for return, hoping it would kill, and if it doesn't kill, hopefully he wouldn't get the burn. Oh, I switch out. No, I switch out. Yeah. I wanted to get a little more chip damage on this thing. My main goal was kind of to get this thing burned with Suicune, because I really needed to get this thing burned, so the leftovers were kind of neglected, because I really did not want my Lopunny to get burned, because if my Lopunny got burned, then there's no chance of me winning whatsoever. Because I needed the strength from Lopunny and Greninja to win it. So I needed Lopunny to just chip away at either the Sylveon or the Latios, and Greninja could have finished both of them off. Depending on the Latios set, of course. Depending on the Latios set. But in comes Sylveon, and I just go for the Scald. Hoping I could get a burn. Getting a burn would have been nice, because again, it would have neglected the leftovers, but no burn. No burn for Coon. Suicune actually didn't get any burns. I don't think it got any burns. I clicked Scald like 3-4 times and it didn't get a burn. That's shocking though, because I feel like Scald always burns. But I kept Suicune just as sack fodder against the Blaziken, because I'm gonna need to sack something. I'm gonna go into my Metagross, and he goes for Hyper Voice, gets the chip damage up on my Metagross, and I do believe this is the turn. I think here we just go for Meteor Mash. Either that or I double into Lopunny. One of the two. Let's see. I forget exactly what I do here. Okay, yeah, I should go for the Meteor Mash. Bam. I needed a little chip on Blastoise so Lopunny can have a chance to kill it with return. And I believe I sack my Suicune here, because I need Metagross to kill that freaking Sylveon. And I need Lopunny and Greninja. And I can't have either of them getting burned, so I had to go into my Suicune, sack it, and now we're looking extremely weak to Blaziken. Either way, Suicune could not take a Flare Blitz or a high jump kick or anything at the range it was anyway, so... But it was more just for sack fodder against the Blaziken, so I got something to sack and see what move it was locked into, if it was a Choice Scarf Blaziken, which I was thinking it was Choice Scarf at this point. So here I go for Fake Out. Chip away again, and then put it in range of return. I don't know if this killed 110% or not. I don't know. I believe it was a roll, but I'm not 100% sure. But right now I'm really on the back foot. 3 Mons left. 2 of them are extremely offensive Mons, but Lopunny does get a kill, taking down the Blastoise. So luckily we did get that one. But he can just go into Sylveon now and pretty much whoop my ass. He could have gone into Latios too though. Because I didn't have any switches for Latios. From what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking it's gonna have Draco Meteor or something like that. But I was thinking it was gonna have Draco Meteor and Shadow Ball, at least. So Hyper Voice doesn't put me in range, and here I finally make a good play. I had to make a play here because I'm such on the back foot, and the only way I can bring this back is by making this play. So I actually had a feeling he was gonna go into Magnezone, and I click Hammer Arm, and I needed to make this play. Hit the Hammer Arm, and Metagross actually gets a kill. So that was one of the only good plays I made the whole time. So I needed to make that play just so I could get some good offensive momentum. And now his Blaziken just comes in and kills my Metagross. So bye bye Metagross, you did pretty good. I went for Bullet Punch just in case, just to get some damage. Which was kind of risky, because he could have gone for something like Agility or anything like that, and that would have been bad. That would have been game over right there. But his Blaziken kills my Metagross. Metagross did a decently good job. Killed the Magnezone, put some decent pressure on, especially on his Sylveon. But now it's looking pretty bad, because if this is Scarf Blaziken, it doesn't kill my Greninja here. But it could do a good amount of damage, but it's not Scarf, so that's pretty cool. So Greninja gets a kill. Bye bye Blaziken. Two of my favorite starters right here on the field. So down goes Blaziken. And we kind of brought this back because we were really on the back foot. Like I thought we were gonna get 5 or 4 load, but we actually kind of bring it back. And here I'm gonna pause it right here. So here, depending on what his Mega Latios set has, we can possibly still win this game. So I think the only play I really had here was the play that only depended on not hacks, I would say, is me switching out and going into Lopunny and hoping he clicks not Draco Meteor, something that can't kill my Lopunny pretty much. He can't click Psychic right here because it's in front of a Greninja. I was thinking he was going to click Draco Meteor, and I was hoping he wasn't bulky. So Night Slash, if I did crit, would actually kill him if he's not a bulky Latios. And Night Slash does have a high risk of critting, which is pretty much the only thing that can kind of save me. But you know, it's Night Slash crit if he's not a bulky Latios. So depending on what move he clicks, I think my best way of winning this would have been that crit or switching into Lopunny, and hopefully he clicks something that wouldn't kill my Lopunny. But let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. So I'm gonna click Night Slash. If I get a crit, then we win this, depending on his spread. So let's see what type of Latios it is. Here we go. Night Slash. Greninja. Night Slash. Ooh, and it does crit, and he actually was bulky, so he had just enough bulk so I wouldn't die from that. And he actually went for Shadow Ball. So if I went into Lopunny there, a return from Lopunny would have put him in range for a Night Slash. And then if I hit the Gunk Shot, I would have killed Sylveon and I would have won the game. So, kind of iffy game here. It's a really fun game. It's a really close game. So you're going to see here Sylveon's going to come in. Greninja dies from Life Orb recoil. Fake Out plus return can't kill Sylveon, but he goes for Protect anyways. So that ended any chance. I would have to get a crit on Fake Out, and then return would have been able to kill. Or just Fake Out and then a return crit, but he goes for Protect, so the hopes of that just down the drain. But this was a really close match. It was a really good one. I brought it back, so I made it a 1-0 loss to myself, when it could have been much worse than that. That Metagross plays really switched things to my momentum right there, so that was such a huge play that kind of brought it back for me a little bit, because I needed to kill that Magnezone. But it's just me playing really bad in the beginning kind of ruined everything. If I never tried to put up Toxic Spikes or Stealth Rocks and kind of just whittle my own team down, then I could have been in a better position. Gren would have been in higher health, where he would have lived Life Orb recoil, and I would have been able to kill that freaking Sylveon. So I don't know. Didn't play too well, but it was a really good game overall, so I can't really complain. It's not a bad start to the season because I didn't get completely destroyed. It was a tight game against a good battler. So make sure you guys do check out IronBoffin's channel. I'm gonna put up this battle late, like I said, but I hope you guys did still watch my side of the battle. I know his side's already up, obviously, because he put it up on time, not like me. But my side should be up now, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. Next week we are taking on the Tampa Bay Luxrays and the Exception. He has a Scary Rain team that I think is gonna destroy me to bits. So yeah, it's kind of scary, but we're gonna take it on. And right now the team's looking alright, but I am thinking I'm gonna make some transactions, so we're gonna see about that. But I hope you guys did like the battle. It was a good battle. It was an exciting one. But we're gonna have to bring it back and get a W next week. Hopefully we can, and I'm gonna try to do live battles. I don't think I can next week either. You know, the whole DS thing is kind of annoying, but hopefully we'll see. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and thank you for everything, guys. Have a great day. Peace.